Alright guys, what's up everybody? So in today's video, I'm going to be changing the oil on the GT-R. When I took delivery of this car in the beginning of the year, I had the dealership go ahead and do an oil change just to make sure the car was in tip-top shape. That was around 24,500 miles, and right now the car is at 29,500 miles. So we're about 5,000 miles into the oil change on the car, and I figured it's a good time to go ahead and change it. So here's what I have. I have 6 quarts of 0W40 Full Synthetic. I believe the car is about 5.5. I'll double check that in a second. And then I have the K&N oil filter HP 1010, and that is everything I need for the oil change. That is about $70 to $80. And then I'm not exactly sure how much Nissan charges for an oil change, but honestly, after having this thing at the dealership with the under tray removed, this should be exactly the same oil change as the 370Z. So very simple to do. So let's get started. So this is how I'm starting up. I have the car up on jack stands a little bit higher up. That way I can remove this whole under tray. I believe it's this one right here. I'm not 100% sure because I think that one says oil. So it's this center one right there. I'm gonna get that off and then remove the oil drain plug and the oil filter. And then once it's draining, I'm gonna go ahead and lower the car back down on its wheels. So we got these bolts right here. I already took this one off. That is actually the drain plug sitting right there. Kind of pointless just to take this off because the oil filter I think is sitting right here. All right, I think we can pop it off from the back side.
Get the tire off the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going. Okay, good. You sliding it out?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Let the water drain in the back. All right. All right, perfect. So we have made it now, guys. This whole under tray is off. There's the oil pan and the drain plug and then the oil filter. All right, so that is what it looks like with that one under tray off. Looks like we did have to take those last few bolts along the front off. Nicole, what'd you think? How was that working on it?
Spectacular.
Next up, we're gonna start draining everything. Got the oil pan in line for it to fall into. And then taking the 14 millimeter, we'll take the drain plug bolt off.
A few moments later.
Okay, so that one didn't quite have the leverage. Got a breaker bar. A little bit easier to do. A lot easier. And then of course I'm gonna lower the car all the way once it's draining. This is really just to have better access to it. All right. So while that's draining, I'm gonna go ahead and pop open the new oil filter so I can figure out what size bolt I'm going to need. All right, here we go. I believe it's a 1-inch bolt. I can't quite remember. All right, there we go. Got the 1-inch. And then just for the heck of having extra leverage, do the same thing. All right, so there we go. Okay, car is back down to level. We'll let everything finish up the draining process. Oil pan is still nice and lined up. So while we let the GT-R drain, I want to take another look at something. So you guys saw in a previous video, I did the dark smoke tint on the reflectors. So this side is the dark smoke. Obviously dark smoke on the red in the back. I removed the taillights because they just looked kind of bad. They were very bubbly and just did not look good at all. It was a very hard piece to wrap. This side is all stock right now. I think I'm gonna do the light smoke on it to see how it looks. And with that all done, we'll take a quick look. So this is the light smoke on the rear. Come up to the front. So here's light smoke up front. Here is dark smoke again, and then dark smoke. So comment down below which one you like better, dark, light, or even just go back to stock. But anyways, the oil should be all drained now. We're gonna lift the car back up, clean it up, and finish up the oil change. So the way you have to take the oil filter out, a lot of the oil gets all over these bolts and everything, so you really got to take some time now cleaning it and wiping it really good, because it kind of gets into every little crevice down here. Okay, now we're gonna get the new oil filter ready to go. I've taken it out of the bag it was in, so I'll just take a little bit. Just get a nice little line of grease. And then one last wipe for where the oil filter goes, especially where the gasket's gonna go. And then this you're just gonna put in hand tight. And one hand on top of the sway bar, one under it. And we'll just hand tighten it. Alright, that is it. Now, let's get that under tray back on. So the underside is all buttoned up. That was honestly super easy. It was really the exact same process as changing the oil on the 370Z. Incredibly easy. All we have left to do, take the oil cap off, fill it up with 5.28 quarts of oil, and then we are all done. So that is 5 full quarts, so here is half a quart. I need to basically fill it up, I guess until about there, to put about a quarter quart in there. It should be about good. Wraps up the oil change. Just letting it idle. We're gonna check the oil level real quick. Just letting it idle on perfectly flat ground again. This is cool though, how it does have an oil thing on the interior, I believe. I think I can go on info. I don't know if it'll measure it as well. Alright, so I reset oil on here. Let's put that at 5,500 miles. I don't need it on though. But then just to double check mileage. Alright, now we will go ahead and measure it on the dipstick. So it looks like it's about right on the high. We'll do one more, just wipe it off, put it back in, take it back out. Alright, so it looks like we're right in the middle between high and low now. So that looks like a successful oil change. Well, that about wraps up changing the oil myself on the Nissan GT-R. I've never had anyone do the oil change on any of my cars before. However, when I took delivery of the car, I had my friend's shop go ahead and do one just so it was starting off fresh. But honestly, that was so easy for you GT-R owners out there. For 70, 80 bucks, just do it yourself. I'm not sure what Nissan would charge. My friend's shop only charged me 20 bucks, so it's pretty easy, but I'm sure Nissan's probably gonna quote like 300 bucks. But that is it for the DIY oil change on the Nissan GT-R. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a huge thumbs up, smash the subscribe button. See you guys in the next video.